Daily Bible reading, 1 Kings chapter 11, verses 1 through 22. King Solomon loved many foreign women in addition to Pharaoh's daughter, Moabite, Ammonite, Edomite, Phoenician, and Hittite women, from the nations of which the Lord had said to the Israelites, "None of you shall join them, and none of them shall join you, lest they turn your heart away to follow their gods." Such Solomon clung to and loved. He had 700 royal wives and 300 concubines, and his wives turned his heart away. In his old age his wives turned away Solomon's heart after other gods, and he was not as wholeheartedly devoted to the Lord his God as his father David had been. Solomon followed Ashtaroth, the goddess of the Phoenicians, and Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites. Solomon did what was displeasing to the Lord and did not remain loyal to the Lord like his father David. At that time, Solomon built a shrine for Chemosh, the abomination of Moab, on the hill near Jerusalem, and one for Moloch, the abomination of the Ammonites. And he did the same for all his foreign wives who offered and sacrificed to their gods. The Lord was angry with Solomon, because his heart turned away from the Lord, the God of Israel, who had appeared to him twice and had commanded him about this matter, not to follow other gods. He did not obey what the Lord had commanded. And the Lord said to Solomon, "Because you are guilty of this, you have not kept my covenant and the laws which I enjoined upon you, I will tear the kingdom away from you and give it to one of your servants. But for the sake of your father David, I will not do it in your lifetime. I will tear it away from your son. However, I will not tear away the whole kingdom. I will give your son one tribe for the sake of my servant David, and for the sake of Jerusalem which I have chosen." So the Lord raised up an adversary against Solomon, the Edomite Hadad, who was of the royal family of Edom. When David was in Edom, Joab, the army commander, went up to bury the slain, and he killed every male in Edom. For Joab and all Israel stayed there for 6 months until he had killed off every male in Edom. But Hadad, together with some Edomite men, servants of his father, escaped and headed for Egypt. Hadad was then a young boy. Setting out from Midian, they came to Paran, and took along with them men from Paran. Thus they came to Egypt, to Pharaoh, king of Egypt, who gave him a house, assigned a food allowance to him, and granted him an estate. Pharaoh took a great liking to Hadad and gave him his sister-in-law, the sister of Queen Tahpenes, his wife. The sister of Tahpenes bore him a son, Genubath. Tahpenes weaned him in Pharaoh's palace, and Genubath remained in Pharaoh's palace among the sons of Pharaoh. When Hadad heard in Egypt that David had been laid to rest with his fathers, and that Joab the army commander was dead, Hadad said to Pharaoh, "Give me leave to go to my own country." Pharaoh replied, "What do you lack with me that you want to go to your own country?" But he said, "Nevertheless, give me leave to go."